Oh, bugger. If you're going to get snowed in, at least make sure you're parked next to a pub that does lovely food. I'll be able to make it to a pub, I think, for a Sunday dinner. Let's see how deep this snow is. It's quite deep, isn't it? A few centimetres. But it's that snow that's going to turn to rain, I'm sure. Anyway, I had a lovely night's sleep in my wonderful bed. Bought some new cushions from the old Dunelm. I'll show you them in a bit. Well, you can see them. I don't need to show them you. Look, got peacocks on or whatever. Not peacocks. Birds of paradise, them lot. We're not messing here. I've not made bed very artistically, but it is what it is, isn't it? It's a disaster, isn't it? Snow's come, everything's going to have to stop now. Schools are going to be closed tomorrow, I'll guarantee you that, and nobody's going to be able to get to work. Even I can't get to work. Well, I can, because this is my work, so I can't have that excuse. That's one thing you don't have when you work for yourself. I can't say, I can't get in. I live at bottom of a hill, or is it I live at top of a hill? I don't know. Anyway, so I'll just do a video faffing about in van. Go for a walk, or something like that. Take you to a pub. We'll just see what happens today. I know that you will now see a glut of videos from van lifers saying, stranded, we couldn't escape, it's the end of the world. And you've got to do what you've got to do, because when you need to be going out vlogging and you can't really get out, it's difficult, because I talk about this all the time. The algorithm needs videos. We've got to pump videos out. So here's mine, me in my van, and maybe going for a walk in snow. I know that people have probably got it far worse than I have, but I'm going to milk it for what it's worth. Right, cup of tea. Met bed up first. Look at that bed, I love it. It's not made very nice, but it's so comfy. I got a topper. I got a right nice memory foam topper from Dunelm. I like Dunelm, I'm a fan. Do you know what? I need to put the bed away, and I thought I'd do it in the style of a lady on Instagram. Let me get into the role. Ooh, I'm going to put my bed away. Oh, they have the t-shirts up, don't they? You've got to have a knot in your t-shirt. How do you do that then? And do they get belly button fluff as well? Anyway, right. Ooh, I'm making my bed. Oh yes, make the bed. I'm making the bed. Yes, making the bed. Oh, oh, it's so good. Yes, I'm surprisingly good at that, aren't I? That's a little bit worrying. They'd have doors open and they'd have a view over some cliffs, something like that. But that's just a field in Barnsley, so it's not quite the same. And just like that, the van was done. It is finished. Where's that voice come from? Hey, do you like me? Is that birds of paradise, or are they just made up birds? I don't know if they're real birds. That's a Dunelm special. It were in sale. And I got a plain one, because you've got to have a bit of plain. I'm really going to up my cushion game. I'm going to have them going all the way around. And I need to personalise the van. I need like bunting and stuff. You know, I'll tell you a really cool van life hack. You know these socks that keep your feet warm? Them like thermal socks. It's good to have thermal socks. Or them like slipper socks. They're good. But yeah, it's to say it's snowy outside and it's quite warm in here. It's not too warm, but I've got to be careful with energy, because I'm not fully charged. I might run out of electricity today. Well, I'll not run out, because I've got a backup, which I might show you later. Always thinking. Anyway, there you go. Let's get some breakfast done. Pop that there. Let's get the old oven on. Ooh, that's nice. Ignore my pyjamas all over the back of that seat. So, as I'm trying to preserve water and energy, I've got some bottled water, so I shall use this. He says, I'm going to have a shower though. Oh, Gritter's going past. Oh, we're saved. We're saved by the Gritter. Fantastic. I'll cut that bit out because I want to give the image that I'm genuinely stranded. They have forecast more snow though, to be fair. Right. Just looking at this myself on that camera, I'm thinking I shouldn't really be having a bacon sandwich. But my diet's still going really well and I'm still losing weight, so you know, I'm only doing it for content. People like bacon sandwich content, they really do. Few people ask me what this is. It's a ridge monkey. Mine's only the little one though. If I were getting another, I'd get a much bigger one. They do different sizes. But it's perfect for this morning because I'm only having a little bacon sandwich. So I'll just put a couple of bits in. You don't need to put any oil in. See, that's enough bacon, isn't it? Although it does tend to shrink bacon. Close the lid and then it's good because you just do that. But sometimes you've got to be careful, you've got to flip it quick or fat will run out at the sides. You learn everything on this channel. It's bloody shrank. I'm going to be setting fire alarm off in a minute. Get it turned off. Come on, I'm wafting tea towel. Oh, that's the thing with these. Oh, it's ruining my breakfast, this. For chuff's sake. So what have we learnt this morning so far? Bacon is so full of bloody water it shrinks as soon as you cook it. Always need to put extra bit of bacon in. And my smoke detector's super sensitive. But that's a good bacon butter. Oh, that's nice. I'm freezing now. Got all the windows open. Well, that was a lovely breakfast. I enjoyed that healthy bacon sandwich there and that lovely cup of tea. I've decided that I'm in a bit of a valley here, so I'm going to go for a walk and see what the main roads and everything are like. Or I might actually go for a walk into Elsica, which is about a mile that way. I've got my hiking stuff in boot. Yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll get a shower when I come back. Maybe go to the pub for dinner. I don't know. We'll see. I get asked quite a lot about... In fact, I get loads of general questions about van life. I mean, I'm no expert. I've only done it 2 years. There's people that have done it far longer than me. But I had a question the other day from a chap who's starting van life, and fair play to him, you know, cost of living and all that, go for it. It's the best thing you'll have ever done. And he was concerned about park-ups, and that is the biggest concern that people have. So my bit of advice is to start... Yeah, you can do campsites. Campsites are brilliant, but it's going to add up. You know, you can pay 30, 40, 50 quid a night for a campsite. So do pub stops. What I do is I mix it up. I'll do a bit of like stealth on certain streets I know, in car parks. Then I'll do pubs, and then every few days really I'll go to a campsite and charge up. So But yeah, start out. If you want to practice, find a good pub stop. Go on the websites, either Search for Sites or Park for Night. When I say the websites, the apps are actually better because they are mainly apps. And look in your nearby area and you'll find pubs, and they want your business. Some of them, they don't even, you don't even have to go and have a drink, but it's polite to do that. Go in and have your tea or a couple of beers or whatever and sleep in a van, and you'll sometimes find other vans around you. You just feel really safe, and that is great. I love pub stops. And I'll tell you what, it's brilliant. Say if I've been with Helen and that, and you're fancying a night out, you want to go out for a meal, you go and have a few beers, get back in van, get a film on. It's brilliant. I love that lifestyle. So cosy. You don't have to worry about taxis and buses and stuff like that. Right, what we're going to do, I was going to get a shower, but I need to watch my electricity consumption because I'm being a bit unprepared for this, and I'm getting low on power. I would normally go to a campsite and charge up, but if I'm going to be snowed in, I've got a solution, and that's a massive power bank. I've got a huge Bluetti power bank in the back, and I'm almost certain I should be able to plug that into the electric hookup point and feed it. So I'm powering the van on that. I've got a little cable what I fed under, what I could plug in all my laptop and cameras and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I need it going through the van for the heating, because it's bloody freezing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just get ready, and I'm going to go for a walk. I'll go into Elsica. I think it's about a mile or something, and we'll have a look at what roads are like. We'll have a look in Elsica. I might even have a little rant. You never know. I've got a few rants. People are saying we need some rants, James, and I've sort of fell out with him a little bit, but not the people, the rants. But I've got something's triggered me recently. We can talk about it. It's really wound me up, and it got me looking into this thing. And anyway, let me get ready and let's go for this walk. I'll have to switch cameras because it's that snow, rain type stuff, so I need my waterproof camera. Right, it's raining, so I'm not going for a walk. Sod that. What I'll do, I've got my other camera out as well, my waterproof camera, but it's horrible. I'm not doing that. I'm not an idiot. Oh, somebody's here, look. Stop filming. Yeah, I was going to go for a walk into Elsica, but I'm not doing that now. I want to do my experiment with the power bank. We'll see if that works. But I've just thought, because it's in boat, I need to feed. I'm going to have some opening, so I'll let the cold in. We'll have a look. Have you noticed when it's been snowing, they all start coming out with 4x4s, don't they? Where do they all come from? It's like when it's sunny, they're all in the bloody convertibles. I've got this power bank, and it's quite a beast. And I've got my cable, so I can plug that cable. That's my electric hookup, so I can plug that in, but I'm going to have to feed it through a window, aren't I? That's the downside. But I may as well try it now. I've been wanting to try this out. Right. Right, I'm going to have to feed this back into the van up here, and then through a window back outside, because I don't want to leave back doors open. I think there's a sledging field up there. I can hear kids. I might go and have a look. Yeah, so there's the power, but I'm going to have to feed it through. So I can't do it in leak van. I don't want to leak van sort of window open. I'm just going to go and have a look at, I think there's a field out back with some kids sledging. We'll go and have a look. So there she is, and there's the lovely pub. I think there's a path here. Let's go and have a look. I'm not staying out long though. I can't get through here. I'll go back and go up main road, because you don't know what you're walking on. I'll be in there later for my dinner, Sunday dinner. Let's have a look up here. See, there's a main road on top there, and there's plenty of vehicles on that. It's not that bad, but I'm going to dramatise it and make it look a lot worse than what it actually is. Joking aside, if you've got any elderly relatives or neighbours or anything, it's always prudent to check on them and make sure they've got everything they need and they're nice and warm. That lad were on his phone, he's holding his phone there. He should be alright in that though. He'll get up that. Oh, he's slowed down. What's he doing? Oh, he's turning. Hey up.
Hiya.
There must be a sledge, you know. All kiddie winks are out with sledges. Happy days. Look at it here, how exciting is that? Bless him. I'm not going to get too close, obviously. It's not right filming kids, is it? Anyway, let's head back. See, being a separated parent, times like this, I'm really missing my daughter now. And I know she'll be out sledging with her mum though. But I haven't been sledging with her for ages. Oh well. I remember when my son, when he was a little lad, we lived near there were a right good slope near his house and we could just walk it to it. And we'd spend hours there. Even when all snow's just about gone, they still don't want to stop, do they? You know, there's part of me thinking, shall I go for the walk into Elsica? It's going to be at least a mile. It's raining and it's freezing cold. I'd go in pub for a Sunday dinner. It's a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it, really? And we're going pub. I'll have to explain to them that I'm on a diet and I only want a really small portion. I'll see if they'll do me a kiddies one. But before we're going, because it's a bit early yet, I'm going to go to the van and try out this power thing. Let's see if it works. That's Barnsley all over. There's all these kids with these quad bikes and off-road motorbikes and all sorts. It's a big thing in Barnsley, that. So the downside of this plan is that it's got to go through a window, hasn't it? But I want to try it. We'll see how we get on. See if it works. Move my camera. I'll just have to sit with my coat on. Feed that through there. Look at my power, it's very low. Oops, pressing the wrong button. 11.7 volts. That's not very good. I need to top it up. Let's go and plug her in. Right, she's plugged in. Some people asked me about the toilet, how do I empty the toilet? Well, in there is the cassette. You open the door, pull it out, and you go and dispose of it at a waste disposal place, usually on campsites. Right, it's saying that there's that thing's moving, but it's not saying how many watts it's taking. It's probably not working, is it? Surely there's enough output on that. Oh, bloody hell, it's not working. And it's not going to work on my smaller power bank, is it? It's not going to work on this. That's 1,000. It's 2,000 watts. It should work on that. I'm going to go inside and have a look. That's disappointing. So, what am I doing wrong? I need some experts to tell me, because that could. I got only foot marks on it. Has that gone up? I could do it instructions. So that idea of mine don't work. I don't know much about electrics really. I just assume, because I've just checked this and it's working all right. I wonder if it, I mean, it's saying 2,000 watts. There must be some issue with it, and I can't figure out. See, if I plug it into this one, that's 1,000 watts. Let me show you. Put screen up. So what happens? It starts drawing, but then it just stops. I don't know. So this is not good, is it really? I've got 11.7 volts. That's low. I think if you're below 12 volts on your battery, that's quite low. But it's my own fault really, because I'm thinking I've got solar panels on top. I mean, we all knew snow were coming, so that's not an excuse. I've got solar panels on top, but obviously they're covered in snow. I ain't got a ladder, so I can't get up to clear it. But there's no sun anyway, is there? That's not enough. But I just automatically assumed that power bank would work. I've got plenty of power. The only thing that I need front van power is for the heater, but then I've got a backup heater and it's footlights. But I've got like, it's only going to be like old days in little van. You know, that's assuming I run out of power. But you don't want to let them run out, do you, with these batteries? Because I ain't got lithium in this. I need to get lithium batteries. So that's going to be an upgrade, I think. Yeah. The trials and tribulations, but I'll just have to stay here and keep an eye on it. It's a test, isn't it? That's what it's about. And it's about learning these things before I go on long trips. So I'll just check online what 11.7. It might be like 25% that, I think, of battery power. Not good. And I've got fridge. See, fridge is on all time. Better turn heating off, haven't I? This is a rookie error. Oh, I wanted to check what 11.7 on my volts, although it does fluctuate. I took a screenshot of something the other day. Let's have a look. It's probably less than 25% charge. Right. I'm alright. I've got the power bank, which I can plug all my electrical things in. The only thing is heat. I can have lights. I've actually got some battery lights somewhere. Some backup battery lights. That's not a problem. Lights hardly use anything. I could run engine. Can you run engine? I don't think that charges up properly. I'll try that though. I'll do an experiment. But yeah, I'm alright for laptop, and I've got heated blanket. So heated blanket's one of the best things you could have. And I've also got this. This is controversial. It's like a little buddy heater that runs on butane. That's a backup. I won't recommend using that. Or if, you know, you've got to be well ventilated and stuff like that. But it's alright to take edge off. I know some people put hobs on. You know, put gas on hob to warm the van up, but that'd be irresponsible of me to recommend that. I wouldn't do that at all, especially as I don't know what I'm talking about. So there you go. I'm going to run engine for a bit, and I want to see if it puts any power. It's not a good thing. I've heard you shouldn't do that, but I'll do it and we'll see what happens. I don't know if what I'm doing is wrong, but I've got the engine running. The voltage is shot straight up, which shows it's putting power in, but I think with these alternators it might not work properly. I'm going to have a coffee. I'm going to start putting some footage onto this because I want to get this video out tonight. I'll do a bit of Facebook. This is another reminder to follow me on Facebook, By the Curb. I would really appreciate that. And then we'll see how I get on. Right, we are up at 12.9. I refuse to believe that though. That'll just, you know, it's dropping down already. I've not even got it plugged on. I've got telly in, I guess. What have I got turned on? Right, time's ticking and I want to get this vlog out, so I'll split this video into two because I've got a rant I want to do and I want to go and have my Sunday dinner. So I'm going to do that and I'll film a bit so you can see that in the next part, which I'll try and get out tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the situation is with the power. It's a right cliffhanger, isn't it, this? I bet you're all worried to death. You'll be tuning in. You'll be like, I can't wait to see what happens. Does he run out of power? Was the Sunday dinner adequate? You know, these and other questions will be answered in the next episode of this random vlog. And I'm going to have a rant as well. And I've got a good rant. You'll like it. So that'll be, as I said, hopefully tomorrow. But it's a nightmare getting them edited and uploaded. But thanks for watching this. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Alright. Silly.